Hey guys, it's Dan from Squid Gaming, and I am doing episode 1 of my new series where I'll be doing relevant, recent titles that have just come out or have come out recently. Anything can happen Thursday is literally James and I get together on Thursday night and play like whatever we feel like, and that's the extent of that series. Some people get confused because sometimes we do play things which have just come out, and that's probably because that's what we felt like playing, but we can also play things like Doom, which didn't come out recently. So yeah, this series is purely games that have come out recently, and that hopefully I can help you guys on the decision to buy the game or not. So I wanted to do the Showdown Effect beta. The Showdown Effect is a new game by the people who brought you Magica. It's a side-scrolling, I won't go into the game too much, but it's a fun little game, and I wanted to do gameplay on the beta, but I live in Australia, and apparently everyone goes to bed at 12 o'clock. Except people like me who are trying to make a video on it. So I couldn't get into a server which was Australian, so I couldn't do that. And Special Forces Team X, which is the new game by Zombie Studios, who brought you Blacklight, Tango Down, and Retribution, which are their main games, which were fantastic. It's third-person, humorous shooter. It's kind of like a Borderlands-y art style, Team Fortress humor, Gears of War gameplay kind of thing. That's how I explain it. It came unlocked on Steam an hour ago. I had it pre-ordered and I ran it, and I had to, and you could get into a US server, and it was laggy as shit. So I just decided, fuck it, I'm gonna do Devil May Cry as the first one. This is the new Devil May Cry game that came out a couple of weeks ago, I think. And I've just gone continue because I had a little spasm in my hand. I've never had a spasm in my hand before, so I should probably be a little worried about that, but yeah, I instead pressed the A button. This is not what Dante looks like in this game. He does not look like this, and that's the main thing everyone's complaining about. Not necessarily his looks, but the fact that this game is not like the other ones. If you don't know what Devil May Cry is, I'm sure you've probably heard of it. If you haven't, you should probably look it up. I've never played a Devil May Cry game, so I enjoy this a lot more than apparently a lot of other people who've played the Devil May Cry games do. And I really don't understand why, and I guess I wouldn't understand, so I can't really comment on that. Critics give this amazing reviews. It's just the user people, the fanboys, really. But as a game on its own, it is a reboot of the series, so it is a completely different universe, completely different Dante. Dante's the main character, by the way. Yeah, so I'm using a skin which makes him, it's classic Dante, makes him look like the old Dante, the ones in the other game. So I'm using a controller at the moment, because I really recommend that if you do play this game, you play with a controller because it is so much easier. I got to a point on the keyboard and mouse where there was just no way you can... Oh shit, that was really bad then. There was no way that you could do anything really. There were so many things you had to do quickly, like in the air and stuff, and it was just too much to do on the keyboard. The controls are a lot smoother, but not necessarily the Xbox 360 or the PS3. Because the graphics on this game are actually really good, and on the PC you'll get a lot better graphics than you do on the console. So, I've got to go around here. I apologise if I go off track because I'm trying to concentrate as well as talking. You get little puzzle areas like this. You got a lot of combinations. I'm not going to go through all the abilities. I tried to film this before and tried to go through all the abilities. It was just horrible. So yeah, you got a lot of shit. You got a lot of weapons, upgrades, abilities, and combos and things like that. You got little special areas which you can go, which are completely optional, which I'm going to try and get to now. I think I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe I should just go through. You can buy items to restore some of your health or your entire health. You resurrect yourself. I haven't used one of those yet. I have died, but I haven't needed to use one. I should probably clarify that if you die, you do have multiple lives. So I'm not really too sure how to use it, to be honest, because I haven't fully died yet. And I don't know what that is. I haven't used it. Oh, let's have a look what's happening here. At the moment, I'm in limbo. I can't really give you a huge description of the story, as I haven't. As I said, I don't know much about this game series. So obviously, if this is standalone, I should know only what it shows me in the game, which is that your dad is a demon, your mum is an angel, so you're a mixture of the two. Can't remember exactly what it's called, which is I'm sorry, it's going to annoy a lot of people. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it because that just annoys you more. Those things you just kind of like spam you. I missed this last time. So you're a mixture of the two. You're with this other guy. I won't spoil anything, but you're trying to bring down the demons and shit like that. And it's pretty cool. I mean, the story isn't in depth as such. It's a pretty standard story. The character development is pretty decent. I mean, the character Dante himself in this game is played by a voice actor who I think is incredibly good. I've heard people complaining that the voice actor is bad and makes him sound even more of a dick than he's supposed to be in this game. I don't think he does. I think he represents who he is incredibly well. I think he does a perfect job, and I think that's part of the story really. He's supposed to be a dick, and he's supposed to become less of a dick as you go along. So as he begins to find more out about himself and what he can do for for other people. So I mean, that's part of the story. And if you really don't like it, I mean, that's personal preference, and that's understandable. But I think he did a pretty good job. Yeah, but the character himself and the other characters developed pretty well. There's nothing really to complain about, other than the difficulty. I guess it is quite easy. Not necessarily combat-wise, although I haven't really had much of a struggle combat-wise. You might... Is that something I can go on? I'm pretty sure I can go on that. Okay. Okay, I won't. But it's more like the puzzles. I haven't really come across anything which is... I'm not really sure. That's the thing. I thought this game was going to be like Darksiders. We have a lot of puzzles areas where you have to really think about where you're going and what you're doing. Hold on. I'll try and remember where I was. And I'll just explain. Yeah, this is the upgrade screen. Where you can upgrade your abilities and stuff like that. I'm just trying to get all the stuff on my fists. Yeah, but there are no puzzles like that in this game, so yeah, it's quite easy. But that's not a bad thing, I guess. For me anyway. I mean, a lot of people like a challenge, so it probably is a bit disappointing. This is the medium difficulty, so I guess I can't really although it doesn't feel like a medium difficulty. This is what I think an easy difficulty should be. But in the end, if that's the only problem with the game, then that's not a huge deal. I really like how they put music into the game, how they've used the music. I don't know if that's what the other games are like. I should really stop saying that because, yeah, I don't know what the other games are like, so I'm just going to talk about it as if they didn't exist. So, these guys you're going to kill by using your angel powers. I established this quite late, actually. I realized because you can hold down the left trigger on the controller and use you can use a scythe and also that gliding sort of thing, like I'll show it right here, like that. And then you hold your red one down, you have like a big other thing. And I established later, after I realized that I'm angel and demon at the same time, that they're probably angel and demon powers. But as I'm saying that now, if I'm wrong about it, I sound pretty stupid, so I'm just going to say that's what I think it is. So you're going to kill these frost guys with your angel powers, if they're angel powers. And you're going to kill the red guys, which you meet later on with the red one. Which is pretty cool. I mean, that's just standard, really. What I was actually saying before when I recorded this video before, I thought it was a good point, that I feel that in games like these, like this, that baby, it looks like a fucking baby, a flying baby, doesn't it? I hate babies so much. That's what you get, you stupid baby. I really do. I hate babies a lot. Little Dan 101. Fucking hate babies. Fucking hate children. Anyone below the 13, maybe 14, dislike heavily. Oh, there's a red guy. No, he's not. He's just a chainsaw. He's very angry. What was I saying? Fuck. Oh yeah, you should really review, yeah, you should review games for what they're trying to achieve, what they're trying to go for in the game. This game isn't trying to revolutionize anything. It's not trying to be an original masterpiece. It's just supposed to be a polished, fun, stylish action-adventure beat-em-up game, and that's exactly what it does, and it does it incredibly well. And so, if I'm reviewing it like that, I mean, you can't really compare this to anything. If you compare it to other fighting games, like this one, I mean, it's probably the best, and that's what it's doing. I mean, this is definitely. See, I really don't think it's like Darksiders much at all. If these really are supposed to be puzzles, then yeah, it's really not. But I can't really think of anything off the top of my head. That's by the way a challenge room. I've already been in there. I can't think of anything off the top of my head which is a comparison, but I'm pretty sure most games aren't up to this level. So I'm gonna try and make it to that one. Yes, boy, how's that? Yeah, and you need to collect keys to get inside, but I think it's pretty impressive that I made it. That's what I'm talking about. You have to do things in the air. You have to change the controls around so you can do stuff, and on the keyboard it's just impossible. I'm gonna skip this. She does stuff for you because I'm in limbo and she's in the real world. So yeah, this is absolutely fantastic for what it's trying to do. I think I've said everything I want to say about the game, which is pretty good. So I'm just gonna play for a bit and show you some stuff, which is quite relaxing, really. I've tried to make this video a couple of times now, so I'm not really sure if I'm repeating myself, but you gain souls from lots of other things like killing that guy, but I don't really feel like jumping down again. Just those spiders, you get the souls and you can come on. Yeah, you can buy your health potions and stuff. Come on, babies. Metal babies. I like the way. Oh, fucking hell. Oh wow. I like the way that you can use things. Yeah, like that. Your blue and your red grapple things. The way that they're used in the puzzles. So the red grapple is to pull things towards you, and that's what that does with the enemy. And then the blue one is to pull yourself to them, which is cool. I think it's really cool. So I'm going to put this guy up in the air, grapple to him, and this is probably pretty basic stuff to action fighting games, but it's fucking awesome. And the graphics is pretty good. I mean, I think I can only upload, I think my frames are set to 30 frames per second on the thing, but watching this game go at 60 FPS is just ridiculous. I am recording 60 FPS, but yeah, I'm pretty sure my frames are set to 30 FPS, so it actually only records 30 frames per second. Which is kind of lame, but you can pretty much see what's going on. There's some enemies later on. I've fought a couple of bosses. There's a boss at the beginning of the game, and there's a boss which I'm on my proper mission where I'm up to. I just finished the boss. He was just ridiculous. Like the character, I've never seen a story. Yeah, that is true. I've never played a game like this before. I don't know if the other games are like this, but it's ridiculous. It's like the most outrageous story ever. Like it's ridiculous. Like everyone's just swearing, all these demons are just swearing at you, just like, what is going on? It's crazy. But I mean, it's meant to be like that, so... again, it's just personal preference if you like something like that. I personally think it's crazy, it's awesome. Come on, yeah, there we go. There's also another enemy later on, which is just... It's kind of annoying me, to be honest. He takes way too long to kill. And it kind of just throws you off balance, really, because a lot of this game is very fast-paced, and you don't have to spend a lot of time on it, which is cool. But these enemies that come out of nowhere, I don't know if you get what I'm saying when I say this, but oh, I could have done that. Shit. When enemies come out and you know that the developers mean it to be a certain type of difficulty, but in the end it's not. It keeps this monster keeps popping up in areas where the developer kind of expects you to be able to deal with it quickly, when you just can't. I don't know if that came across. Alright, it probably didn't make any sense at all. But he's in areas where it kind of just expects you to kill him, but you just can't do it that quickly. So he comes along way too often. Tell you what, I think this is actually the place where he comes up. It is. It fucking is. Maybe someone could comment and tell me how to kill him quicker, because I don't fucking do it. Come on, little baby flying angel things, demons. Same thing. I mean, it's good that they chose babies, because babies are really demons in real life, aren't they? If you think about it, like, just think about it for a second. They're little demons, aren't they? And also, going back to a controller is really nice. Just personally, I mean, it's nothing to do with the game, but it's nice to go back to it. Because I used to be an avid Xbox gamer. You know, playing all the Call of Duties, and I have a lot of Xbox games. And I don't play them anymore, so I actually just plugged in my Xbox to play the Dead Space 3 demo. And I'm going to go through Dead Space 1 again so I can play Dead Space 3. Well, obviously Dead Space 1 and 2, but firstly I'll start with the first one. I'll go in order. So yeah, it is nice to go with the controller, because the Xbox controller is just fucking amazing. It really is. It's just like the Dreamcast, really. The Dreamcast was my first console. If you guys ever had a Dreamcast, you know what I mean. It's awesome controller. That's why I didn't really mind getting. I also got a Dreamcast collection on the Xbox. Had like the old Sonic game, like Sonic Adventure. And sometimes you don't like playing the ports of those because they're not the same controller. But the Xbox is pretty much based on the Dreamcast. So don't fucking do that. You know it's going to end badly for you. It's going to make me angry. Just because I don't have a chainsaw. Oh yeah, Special Ops Team X, the one I was talking about before, that game has chainsaws and attack dogs, which is awesome. So I can't wait to play that. I'm pretty, yeah, as I said, I'm pretty sure tomorrow I'm going to upload some gameplay of that. Have some fun with that. Don't do that. Come on. Alright, so I'm going to use that. You drove me to that. I'm gonna have no fucking health left for this big guy in a second. Yeah. You got nothing on me. To be honest, okay, here he comes.
Can you hear me?
No. No.
Who invited you, fat ass?
So, you gotta jump over him, you know, and you gotta then grapple to his back, and then you gotta do your shit, and then you gotta jump away. So that's obviously the deal with that guy, because obviously there's stuff you do, there's patterns in the mini bosses and bosses alike. So I've just realised I had a conversation with some people, and we were taking the piss out of what each other say, like a lot. You know, if people say a certain word a lot, And we were just taking the piss out of what everyone's word was. And no one could really think of anything for me. And I've just thought of one. I say obviously all the fucking time. I say obviously. Leave a comment if I say anything a lot. Because that's interesting, because no one could think of anything. I'm sure I say a lot of things a lot. This is the guy, and he ends up just... No, I tell you what, he actually did... Fucking hell. Yes, okay. Sweet. Okay, so now we know what the gold orb does. I did that on purpose so I could show you guys that. Really, so... You should be thanking me. Oh, come on. I actually did find out how to do them a little bit quicker, because what I was doing before was only using the light ability. Apparently, yeah, it seems that... Oh yeah, I can use that. These fists. Now I've unlocked these, they do a lot more damage. Fuck, I did it way too late. I mean, there's probably a way around it, it's just me being stupid, really. This guy doesn't annoy me though. Yeah, boy, how'd you like that? Ow. But these fists do incredible amounts of damage. I mean, the demon powers, I think they do... I think they do more damage. Okay, there we go. But obviously the scythe is just ridiculous attack speed. That's what I'd say. And I think about to try and jump out of here.
I am running.
Yeah, I am running. This Dante character, it's got a bit of an attitude. Well, almost fucked that one up. There we go. Alright, sweet. Yeah, some of my thoughts on Devil May Cry. I recommend this 100% to people who have never played a Devil May Cry game before. To people who have played a Devil May Cry game before, take a little bit of thought, because I have no perspective on that at all, because I've never played one. So if you have, you probably don't even need my point of view on this game at all, because it would be completely different. So yeah, see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.